Are you frustrated with interviewing forklift operators that claim they have experience? Other staffing agencies can only screen candidates by asking for referrals or their forklift certification. As you have probably figured out by now, some candidates claim they have more experience than they really do. Candidates can easily get references, and let's be honest, do you really know who you are talking to? Recruiters are then wasting valuable time trying to find good operators while your company waits. Not one forklift training provider is licensed or monitored by the government. Because of this, the majority of forklift training centers continue to hand out certificates to people with no testing or training. Other training providers will give new operators a certificate in only a few hours. This is how other staffing agencies work. Meet Dave. Dave visits XYZ Staffing. Sally is a recruiter for XYZ Staffing. Dave tells Sally he has been operating a counterbalance for many years and he is a pro. Sally is happy because she needs to fill your position, so she sends Dave directly to you. John, the warehouse manager, asks Dave to operate the counterbalance to ensure that he is a good operator. After the practical test, Dave has proven he is not the right fit for your company. He demonstrated poor skills and lack of confidence. John is frustrated because this happens regularly. XYZ Staffing rarely can find competent operators. He loses valuable time by having to interview more candidates to find the right forklift operator. This is how Temp works. Meet Dave. Again, Dave visits Temp. Christina is a recruiter for Temp. Dave tells Christina that he has been operating a counterbalance for many years and he is a pro. Christina tells Dave that he will need to be evaluated by Training, a division of Temp. Dave has never been evaluated on a forklift by any other staffing agency. Mark, the professional instructor at Training, gets Dave to perform practical testing on the forklift. Dave is nervous because he told Christina he was a great operator. Dave has failed the practical driving test. Mark tells Christina that Dave doesn't meet the Temp standard and will not be presented to the client. Meanwhile, back at Temp, meet Scott. Scott visits Temp. Scott tells Christina that he has been operating a forklift for many years and he is a pro. Christina tells Scott that he will need to be evaluated by Training. Scott is very confident and happy to show off his forklift driving skills. Mark, the professional instructor at Training, gets Scott to perform practical testing on the forklift. Scott has passed the practical driving test. Mark tells Christina that Scott has met the Temp standard and can now be presented to the client. John gets a call from Christina to say she's got a qualified forklift candidate for him to interview and evaluate. Scott is excited about the opportunity to work at your company. He shows John that he is a great operator, and John is thrilled that he's finally found a skilled operator to work at his company thanks to Temp. You deserve the best operators. Temp, the experts in forklift staffing and training.